JRocc making his way to the ring, and he has that title belt, still claiming he's the true RWA champion. No disrespect to Mr. Rock, but our RWA champion, unfortunately, is simply the best, Ryan Edmonds. But I mean, JRocc holding a little bit of a bitterness here. We're seeing a different attitude from him. But, you know, I actually got to talk to him in the back earlier, and he actually said, tonight, I have nothing but complete respect for the Rev, Ron Hunt, and the best man is going to win.
Well, to your point there, Doc, you know, after that incident towards the end of last year with a major riot that took place here in RWA, JRocc feels slighted by RWA management and that he was stripped of the title, and he still claims he was never beat, so technically he is the champion.
So wait, a little bit of a comparison here. It reminds me of a certain sign guy that used to be here in RWA. JRocc trying to, I guess he threw the sign that was trashing him. And I'm just wondering, Church, and you've noticed this, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, what is the connection with Ryan Edmonds? I mean, last month, you know, JRocc, I don't know if he came to the aid or Ryan Edmonds came to his aid, but he told me earlier, why would I want anything to do with Ryan Edmonds?
I mean, JRocc and Ryan Edmonds have had a history, you know, going back years. So you kind of wonder what exactly is going through the mind of one, JRocc, but two, Ryan Edmonds, and if there is something going on there. I mean, honestly, I can't figure it out. I kind of want to see what happens. See, if JRocc's claiming that he wants nothing to do with Edmonds, then let's see him prove that.
This crowd is electric. Ron Hunt making his way to the ring, the Rev, Ron Hunt, and he has his sights set on JRocc tonight, but you know where his sights is more set? That's the RWA heavyweight champion, Ryan Edmonds.
Well, that's true. Shane Taylor Promotions, who was here last month, the Rev Ron Hunt, fully ingrained in that. And the championship here at RWA, let's face it, Shane Taylor Promotions collects gold. And right now, the Rev Ron Hunt has no gold. So that RWA championship is what he wants. And if he's got to go through JRocc or anyone else in RWA, he will do that to get that gold.
So speaking of gold, look what's around the waist of JRocc, that title. I don't want to say bogus title, because if I say that, I'm definitely getting slapped later. But that title that he self-proclaims himself, the RWA, you know, the real RWA heavyweight champion. I mean, he was stripped of the title here. He threw the title down basically on the mat when Dr. Feelbad, of course, stripped him of being the champion. But guys, right now, you know, there's been a little bit of social media talk with these two. But these two are about to load it up here. Another thing, too, JRocc hit Rev with the belt, which caused Ryan Edmonds to win the match. If you guys do remember being here for the championship scramble. So
yeah, there's a lot of history here between JRocc, Shane Taylor Promotions, the Rev Ron Hunt, Ryan Edmonds, all of them. You know, they've been ingrained in this bitter battle for basically years.
Do you hear this crowd in West Newton? We never really see many people taunting JRocc. You know, everybody's loved JRocc for the longest time. But, I mean, that fan love for him here in West Newton's kind of deteriorated a little bit, and it's all he has no one to blame but himself. I'm sorry to say that.
Well, I mean, like I said before, he feels slighted by RWA management. Technically, he did not lose in competition that title. He was punished, basically, for the incident that took place here at the RWA Arena, the big riot, so to speak.
Yes, and right now these two locking it up here, and now the Rev trying to get a hold of the bull, as I like to say right here, known as JRocc. All right, there's those cat-like reflexes of Rev Ron Hunt now, scrambling around, trying to get a hold of JRocc. JRocc slipping out of his way. Both of these guys have actually wrestled in Ring of Honor. I mean, if you think about JRocc has actually commentated some matches with Ron Hunt in them, and Ron Hunt, of course, the same with JRocc. I mean, these two know each other pretty well. I mean, and right now, these two back and forth, you could say, trying to get a feel here, trying to see what makes them tick it. Oh, I think JRocc just found it. Shot to the midsection, shot to the back. And now Ron Hunt now Sends Rock into the ropes. Here comes JRocc, and oh, big shoulder block. One time, JRocc Daddy taking out the Rev Ron Hunt with that shoulder block. Good Lord. Off the ropes he comes. Up and over. Has him at, oh, he's going for a hip toss, but no. And again, JRocc answering the Rev. Rev a little bit dazed on his feet. Takedown, and right now, got him in that armbar.
You know, I look at it this way. JRocc, you know, in the fans' eyes, has changed. I look at it as JRocc has gone back to his roots. Because let's be honest, JRocc is one of the most ruthless, lethal men in all of wrestling around this area in Ohio and anywhere he has ever gone. He has always been just ruthless and vicious and mean. And he kind of lost that there for a little while here in RWA. Not in ring, but he kind of catered to the fans a little bit more. And now he's realizing he needs to cater to himself in order to get back to where he wants to be, and that is the not just self-recognized RWA heavyweight champion, but the actual recognized RWA heavyweight champion.
Well, yeah, if you listen to the lore out of Cleveland, Ohio, JRocc has always been one big bad ass. And, you know, yeah, he maybe calmed that down a little bit for a while, but I think RWA management doing what they did woke the sleeping giant, and that could be bad news for RWA and its competitors in general.
And JRocc flipped out of the ring there. It was a little bit of bad news for him, and the Rev now, Rev's clutching that shoulder. I mean, JRocc was working on that for a good couple minutes. And you can say, I'll say it, the Rev's mom's outside, and she's actually yelling at JRocc, calling him a punk. So I really hope she's not adding fuel to the fire, which is JRocc right now. My goodness. Now these two kind of overlooking each other, and Rev is still favoring that shoulder, Church. I don't know.
I mean, JRocc, you know, had that that armbar with that shoulder locked in there for a good little while. Rev Ron Hunt, you know, he's going to suffer from that regardless. And JRocc's going to put extra pressure on it. Now off the ropes.
And
back again.
Up and over. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Rev with that cartwheel. Oh, he was going for that big boot, but missed him, and rolls him up. 1, 2, and wow, JRocc was on top of that one. Has him up. Oh, flips him over. 1, 2. Oh, only a 1 count. Excuse me. I counted a little too fast on that one.
And JRocc now rolling outside the ring, trying to get a break, a breather. You know, he back and forth between the two. Excellent what we just saw. But now JRocc needs to refocus, repackage, and rethink what he's going to do to Rev Ron Hunt next.
Well, I want to talk about that for a minute. Of course, rolling out of the ring, the wrestling's equivalent of a timeout. But if you watch, JRocc is more concerned about what the fans are saying to him right now when he should be focusing on Ron Hunt. I've watched Ron Hunt from the beginning of his career. I've watched this man grow as a competitor. He is not someone to take lightly, and if JRocc lets these fans get under his skin, the Rev is going to pull out a victory here.
Good Lord, I heard that chop from here. That was he has one of the most aggressive chops I've seen in the business. My goodness. And right now, I mean, look at Ron Hunt's clutching his chest like he's having a heart attack right now. My goodness. But the power of JRocc. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes, I thought we were going to see a receipt. Oh, there it is. And Ron Hunt adding some punches with that receipt. And another one. Good Lord. That was a closed fist chop right there. I don't care what anybody says. My goodness. Oh, they want one more. The crowd's asking for one more. Asking, you shall receive. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. And JRocc's in a little bit of pain, guys. I mean, he's clutching his chest now, just like Hunt was just a couple seconds ago. Oh, big boot to the stomach now. Has him in that opposite corner. Sends it. Oh, wait a minute now. JRocc reversing it, but Ron Hunt again with the reversal. And oh, he went into that steel beam like a missile. Oh my God, he must have broke his shoulder on that one.
Well, let's not forget, JRocc worked on that shoulder earlier, so it's already been weakened. So this could be a huge turnabout here now.
He may not be able to make it back into the ring just from the sheer smack. I mean, we heard it up here. The smack of that shoulder against that steel ring post. Yeah, his shoulder, if not, as you pointed out, Doc, broken. Definitely there is some type of damage, dislocation, something. and Rev Ron Hunt is now suffering on the outside. I think that arm is basically effectively useless at this point.
But Ron Hunt rolling himself back in. Here's another thing too, guys. I mean, Paul, you've been in the ring with numerous competitors. You've been speared. You've actually given a spear. Ron Hunt literally speared that steel post.
And you know what? That steel is unforgiving. It doesn't move. When you hit another human being, they're going to flex a little bit. That steel ring post does not flex. Like we said, I wouldn't be surprised if that shoulder's broken. And now JRocc is smart. He will not let up on it.
Oh, right now, Ron Hunt already clutching his shoulder, and now I think JRocc has found a target. JRocc has found something. He smells blood in the water. And one thing about JRocc, he sniffs blood, he goes after it. And right now, it is the shoulder of the Rev Ron Hunt.
And I'm not trying to sound biased in any way here, but if JRocc wants the victory, attacking that shoulder is the game plan now.
Well, Ron Hunt now coming out of a barrage of punches, trying to come back here. And, oh my goodness, and a chop just delivered the JRocc.
Yeah, but he couldn't get all of it because of that shoulder.
Yeah, you saw after he delivered that chop, he winced in pain. He held onto that shoulder again.
Oh my goodness, and now JRocc with that pretty much modified avalanche right in there. And now, oh my goodness, did you see what arm he grabbed when he did that Russian leg sweep? Only a 2 count, says George Ross.
I like the fact that he not only did that side Russian leg sweep, but then he floated over into the cover. We haven't seen that since the likes of Brad Armstrong. But the simple fact of the matter is, JRocc still a little bit frustrated, as you can tell right now. Thought he was going to be able to pull off a victory.
Well, he needs to stop worrying about the fans and worry about Ron Hunt. Do not give him time to recover. Again, I'm not trying to sound biased, but that's the game plan now if you're JRocc.
Yeah, one thing I will tell you, Mr. Atlas, is this. They will mess with you here in West Newton. They've been known to throw people off of their game, and they're doing that tonight with JRocc, as you pointed out. But right now, JRocc, oh, big eye rake, and that's pretty frowned upon here.
Well, one thing I can tell you is in the 25 years that I competed in ring and the 30 plus years that I've been in this business, you can't let the fans get to you. I didn't care what they thought. All I cared about was victories.
And it's proven, sir. I've seen your record. It's been proven. And right now, Ron Hunt
throughout the country.
Ron Hunt trying to fight back here. Did you see those headbutts, though, he's delivering right now? He hit him right in the middle of the face with that last one. My goodness. And now Ron Hunt is left alone on that top rope, and he is so dangerous. Comes to aerial maneuvers, has him, flies up, flying body press.
Yeah, but that shoulder came into play there. He jammed in on that body press.
My goodness, I mean, him hitting JRocc, hitting JRocc's like hitting a stone, like hitting an immovable object, like you said. My God, yeah, he got JRocc down, but still, you know, that shoulder from just what we saw earlier with the damage, my God, right now he can't even move it.
Yeah, unable to capitalize on a pin attempt because of that shoulder.
And JRocc now to his feet because of it. JRocc now, JRocc attacking that shoulder again. Off the ropes he comes. There he goes, opposite corner. Oh, big knee. A little bit wobbly is JRocc. Big clothesline. And now the Rev trying to get control here. Back elbow. He's trying to ask for the crowd. I can't believe he's even moving that shoulder right now. Comes up. Up and over. JRocc now. Ooh. Headbutt to the midsection. And there it is, that agility of the Rev. Flips up, flips him over. Oh.
Shoulder came into play again on that.
Yeah, he did. Spins him out. Did you see that full Nelson into kind of like a full Nelson slam? My goodness. Did you see the way Rock's body twisted and contorted? I know that took a lot out of the Rev's shoulder.
Sure. Everything he does right now with his upper body is affecting that shoulder injury right now.
1, 2, no, only a 2 count, and the Rev looking a little surprised, but my God, JRocc had so much time to rest. I mean, he just couldn't get that pin right off the bat, and this crowd is going nuts here. They want to see the Rev get a victory. They want to see Rev go on to face Ryan Edmonds. This has been stemming for 2 years now between these two. And now JRocc in the middle of it, you could say, because he wants his RWA title back, which he felt he never lost. And right now, he comes, big splash by Hunt. JRocc a little bit wobbly on that one.
Yeah, but I'm going to give the Rev the same advice. Don't worry about playing to that crowd. Get this victory as soon as you can. That shoulder's damaged. Get it and get out, kid.
And now again, up and over. Wait, he just pulled him again. He just did it again. He did this last time. He pulled the Rev in the middle. Oh. Wait, catch it.
Dude, I got your spot.
Two. Only a 2 count. Yeah, sorry about Mr. Kincaid there, Paul. And like we were all pointing out
Wait
earlier.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no. Again, is there a connection? Church, did you see anything backstage? Did you see these two conversing between Rock and Edmonds?
I did not. I didn't see either one of them.
Chin breaker.
It's not a connection. What it is it's Ryan Edmonds getting inside the Rev Ron Hunt's head. He knows he's got to face him for that championship. So he's going to do everything he can psychologically to set Rev up.
Well, what's he's doing right now? I mean, look what he's doing. He's offering him the belt. Throws him the RWA title to hit him. Are we going to see a recount of what happened at the scramble? If JRocc needs to hit anybody, and oh, wait. Rev rolls him up. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. That almost backfired both on JRocc and Edmonds. JRocc usually would throw that belt right away and say, no, I'm not doing this. But JRocc actually sat there and pondered it this time.
But I don't think Edmonds give a damn if JRocc won or not. Like I said, there he goes.
And now, Edmonds tripping. Hunt was going off the ropes to land something. Oh, no. Oh, no. Pile driver by JRocc rolls him over. 1, 2, 3. Damn it.
I'm going to tell you right now, the connection is not between Edmonds and JRocc. The connection is Edmonds getting inside the Rev Ron Hunt's head.
I think Edmonds has rented space in the Rev Ron Hunt's head, and now the Rev is paying interest on that spot.